Ladies and gentlemen, you will encounter challenges in life. No one is exempt. At some point, each of us will face moments that seem overwhelming, but here's the truth. The strength you need to overcome any obstacle isn't found in the world around you. It's found within yourself. Strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you choose, something you nurture, something you become. Adversity is not your enemy, my friends. It's your teacher. Every trial you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to build a stronger version of yourself. Just think about it. Every difficulty you've endured, every hardship you've overcome has shaped you into the person you are today. It wasn't easy, but look at you now. You are standing, you are here, and you are stronger for it. True strength is rooted in the power of your mind. The strength of your mind surpasses the strength of your body. Your mind can conquer every challenge. It's not about the situation you find yourself in, but how you respond to that situation. Will you crumble under pressure, or will you rise even when you don't feel like it? Strength is a choice, and it begins with your mindset. In the face of adversity, always ask yourself, what is my purpose? Purpose is the foundation that will ground you when the winds of life begin to blow. If you know why you're here, if you understand the reason behind your journey, every setback becomes a mere stepping stone. Every trial becomes an opportunity to refine your character and draw closer to your destiny. That purpose alone is not sufficient. We need mental toughness. You must develop the discipline to keep moving forward even when it feels like nothing is changing. Sometimes the hardest part is not giving up, not because things are easy, but because you trust that consistent effort will eventually yield results. Remember, strength is not built in a moment, but over time. It is the small, steady actions that compound into great power. Life is constantly evolving. Strength doesn't come from resisting change. Strength comes from embracing it, from being adaptable. Life will throw curveballs, but how you pivot determines your ability to remain strong. Flexibility and adaptability are the marks of a strong person. They don't fight against change, they evolve with it. But even in your strength, you must have faith. Faith allows you to keep moving when the path ahead is unclear. It gives you courage when fear attempts to steal your peace. Faith is the belief that even when you can't see the way, you trust that it is there and that you are being guided every step of the way. And never forget, strength is not meant for you alone, it is meant to serve others. When you serve, when you lift others up, you're not only helping them, you're strengthening yourself. The more you give, the more you receive. Strength grows in the soil of service. But let me tell you, none of this is possible without the right people around you. Strength is not just individual, it is collective. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you, who support you, and who inspire you to be better every day. You don't need people who only affirm you, but those who hold you accountable, those who push you toward your highest potential. So, my friends, no matter where you are in life, it's in your mind, it's in your purpose, it's in your resolution, and it's in your ability to serve others. Stand tall, for you are not created to be weak. No matter the situation, it's not in your fate. You were made to be strong. No matter the challenges you face, no matter the obstacles before you, life's challenges, while often unwelcome, are not the barriers we tend to believe them to be. Instead, they are the very experiences that shape and mold us into stronger, more capable individuals. Each difficulty, each hardship holds within it a lesson, if only we are willing to see it. When we face adversity, we are often quick to focus on the pain, frustration, or unfairness of the situation. But what if we viewed every challenge not as an obstacle to be feared, but as a teacher sent to help us grow? Life pushes us to our limits. It's easy to feel defeated, to ask, why me? But adversity is not designed to break us. It's designed to refine us. Just as a piece of coal must endure intense heat and pressure to become a diamond, we too must face trials that test our resilience and inner strength. In those moments, we discover not only who we are, but who we can become. Adversity exposes our weaknesses, yes, but it also gives us the opportunity to address them, to learn, and to improve. The lessons we learn through hardship are often the ones that remain with us the longest. It's when we face setbacks, failures, and obstacles that we develop the skills, mindset, and fortitude that will serve us for the rest of our lives. In those moments, we learn patience, perseverance, and most importantly, the ability to keep moving forward even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Each challenge, no matter how difficult, holds the potential to teach us something new about ourselves and the world around us. When we stop seeing adversity as something to fear and instead begin to see it as something to learn from, we unlock a power within ourselves that cannot be taken away. The truth is, it's often in our darkest moments that we find our brightest strength. Every trial we face has the potential to bring us closer to the person we are meant to be if we approach it with the right mindset and the willingness to learn. Strength is often perceived as something some people are simply born with, an innate characteristic that sets them apart. This belief can leave many feeling powerless to change or grow stronger. But the truth is that strength is not an inherent trait. It's a choice. It's something we decide to cultivate, something we develop through intention, effort, and persistence. Each day presents us with opportunities to become stronger emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Strength doesn't just appear when we need it most. It's built gradually through the choices we make in every situation. It's choosing to keep going when you feel like giving up, choosing to stand firm when life tries to knock you down, choosing to face your fears rather than retreat from them. Strength is about resilience in the face of difficulty and the refusal to be defeated by circumstance. Some of the strongest people are not those who are naturally gifted with the ability to face challenges, but rather those who have made the conscious decision to rise in the face of adversity. Strength is not defined by how easy the path has been, but by how consistently you push forward, no matter how hard the journey becomes. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, maintaining discipline even when motivation wanes, continuing to move toward your goals despite setbacks. The good news is that this choice is available to all of us, no matter where we start. Strength is something you can develop, not something you must be born with. Each decision you make to face a challenge, to rise above a setback, and to push through discomfort strengthens your character and builds a more resilient version of yourself. When you embrace the idea that strength is a choice, you free yourself from the limitations of thinking you aren't capable of becoming stronger. You realize that you have the power to shape your own growth and create a life built on your ability to choose strength time and time again. Inner resilience is that quiet, unwavering strength that lies within us, often unseen but always present, ready to rise when life demands it. It's the ability to remain grounded in the face of hardship, to keep moving forward when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or hardship, but about how you respond to it. It's the inner resolve that allows you to weather life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. At its core, inner resilience is about cultivating a mindset that refuses to give up. It's the knowledge that setbacks are temporary, that no matter how challenging a situation may seem, it's possible to get through it. Resilient individuals understand that pain is not permanent and that growth often comes from the most difficult experiences. They don't let failure define them. Instead, they see it as a part of the process, a necessary step on the way to success. Building inner resilience requires a deep connection to your sense of self and your values. When you know who you are and what you stand for, external challenges don't have the same power over you. You become anchored in your beliefs and your purpose, knowing that no matter what happens around you, you have an inner strength to draw from. This foundation allows you to remain calm and focused, even when life throws unexpected challenges. Resilience is also about flexibility. Understanding that things don't always go according to plan, and that's okay. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is a vital part of being resilient. Instead of resisting change or trying to control every aspect of life, resilient people learn to flow with the ups and downs, adjusting their approach when necessary, while never losing sight of their ultimate goals. It's also crucial to understand that resilience isn't about being tough all the time. It's about knowing when to rest, recharge, and ask for support. Building inner resilience doesn't mean ignoring your emotions or pretending to be invincible. It means acknowledging your challenges and feelings, but not letting them dictate your actions. Resilience is about finding balance, accepting vulnerability when needed, but also pushing through the moments when you have to keep going, even when it feels difficult. The more you practice resilience, the more you strengthen your ability to face life's challenges with grace. It's a muscle that grows over time, and with each trial you overcome, you become more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Inner resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of adversity, becoming stronger and more determined with every experience. Purpose is the driving force behind every action we take, every goal we pursue, and every challenge we face. It's the internal compass guiding us through the darkest times, reminding us why we keep moving forward when everything else seems uncertain. When we have a clear sense of purpose, we have something greater than just the immediate moment to rely on. Purpose gives us a reason to persevere, to push through the obstacles in our path. Without purpose, we risk feeling lost, disconnected, and adrift. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the weight of life's difficulties when we lack direction. But when we are anchored by purpose, life's trials become manageable, even meaningful. Purpose transforms challenges from roadblocks into opportunities to grow, learn, and move closer to fulfilling our highest potential. Purpose is a foundation of strength because it provides the motivation to keep going when things get tough. It gives us the stamina to rise after every fall, to learn from our failures, and to keep our eyes on the long-term goal instead of getting caught up in short-term setbacks. With purpose, we understand that our struggles aren't just meaningless hardships. They're part of a larger picture, part of a journey leading us towards something far greater than any single moment of adversity. The power of purpose isn't just in how it helps us get through difficult times, but in how it shapes our decisions. When we live with purpose, our actions align with our values, and we are more likely to take steps that lead to fulfillment and growth. Every choice becomes a reflection of that purpose, and when we act intentionally, purpose makes every step forward feel significant, no matter how small, because it connects us to a vision of something greater. Purpose fosters resilience. When you know why you're doing something, it becomes easier to endure the hardships along the way. When faced with difficulties, we don't give up because we're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for something bigger, something meaningful and valuable. Purpose sustains us in moments when motivation alone isn't enough. It's the fire that keeps burning even when we're exhausted, because it reminds us that what we're working toward is worth every ounce of effort. When you align your actions with your purpose, you tap into a deep well of inner strength. Purpose gives you clarity amid chaos, determination when the road gets rough, and perspective when progress feels slow. It's the foundation upon which you can build a life that's not only strong, but purposeful. And when you live with purpose, you not only find strength for yourself, but inspire others to do the same. Mental toughness is the quiet strength that emerges when facing pressure, adversity, or challenge. It's the ability to push through difficult situations when others might give up, maintaining focus and clarity even amidst chaos. It's not about avoiding hardship or pretending things are easy. It's about having the resilience to keep moving forward despite difficulties. The power of mental toughness lies in its capacity to help individuals perform at their highest level, regardless of circumstances. At its core, mental toughness is built on self-discipline and emotional control. It's about managing your reactions when things go wrong and maintaining composure when everything feels out of control. The strong-minded individual doesn't let fear, frustration, or uncertainty dictate their actions. Instead, they choose how to respond, staying calm and focused even in uncertainty. This ability to stay level-headed under pressure allows them to perform at their best when others might falter. Mental toughness also involves staying committed to long-term goals, even when rewards aren't immediate. It's easy to feel motivated when things are going well, but true mental toughness is shown when you persist through failure, disappointment, and hardship. It's knowing setbacks are part of the journey, not reasons to stop. Those with mental toughness understand success is rarely instant, and they're willing to keep pushing forward even when they can't see immediate results. This persistence ultimately separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. Another key aspect of mental toughness is the ability to embrace discomfort. When life gets tough, it's tempting to retreat into comfort zones to avoid the pain, struggle, or uncertainty that often comes with growth. But mental toughness teaches us that through discomfort, we grow stronger. Those who are mentally tough don't shy away from challenges or hardships. Instead, they recognize these as opportunities to build resilience, learn, and evolve. It's the willingness to step into the unknown, take risks, and stay committed to the journey, no matter how difficult it becomes. It's also important to understand mental toughness doesn't mean being invulnerable to emotions or challenges. Rather, it means learning how to process those emotions and use them to fuel progress. Those who possess mental toughness don't suppress or deny their feelings. They learn to manage them. They acknowledge doubts, fears, and frustrations, but don't let those emotions control them. Instead, they channel the energy from these feelings to motivate themselves to keep going, dig deeper, and push through. The power of mental toughness lies in its ability to unlock potential. When you train your mind to stay strong, remain focused, and endure adversity, you tap into an inner strength that propels you toward your goals. Mental toughness isn't a trait a lucky few are born with. It's a skill that can be developed over time. It's about adopting the mindset that no matter what happens, you have the ability to rise above it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. This mindset doesn't just help you face challenges, it empowers you to thrive within them. Self-discipline and consistency are the cornerstones of any long-term success. It's easy to feel motivated when starting something new, but what truly determines your ability to reach your goals is staying committed over time. Success doesn't come from sporadic bursts of effort. It comes from daily actions, no matter how small, that consistently push you toward your objective. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals and maintain the willpower to act, even when distractions, discomfort, or the temptation of easier options arise. Self-discipline isn't about being perfect or having willpower in every moment. It's about making the right choices more often than not. It's choosing to do what you know you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early to work toward your dreams, even when your bed feels too comfortable. It's making that extra phone call when you'd rather relax, or pushing through another hour of work when you're already tired. It's about consistently showing up for your goals, even when excitement fades or obstacles appear. The more you practice self-discipline, the easier it becomes to make those right choices as you start to see the results of your consistency. But discipline alone won't take you far if it's not paired with consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient that transforms discipline into tangible results. You can have all the motivation in the world on the first day, but if you don't show up the next day and the day after, you'll never build lasting momentum. Consistency is the force that compounds your efforts over time, turning small actions into big achievements. It's about doing the right thing repeatedly, even when progress isn't immediately visible, because you understand that each small step is bringing you closer to your destination. Together, self-discipline and consistency form the bedrock for establishing habits that lead to lasting success. Discipline is what initiates your journey, but consistency is what sustains it. They create a rhythm in your life that brings your daily actions into harmony with your larger ambitions. When you embrace both qualities, you move away from relying on short bursts of motivation and shift toward creating long-term momentum. Instead of depending on temporary inspiration or fleeting emotional highs, you develop a system of routines and practices that steadily drive you forward, regardless of how you feel in any given moment. As you continue to build discipline and remain consistent, you'll begin to notice real progress in areas where you once doubted your potential. The true key to advancement lies not in quick wins, but in relentless, steady effort. You might not always feel the motivation or excitement to press on, but over time, your habits form a framework that helps ensure you don't give up. Even when things become challenging, the consistency of your effort will outlast the inevitable difficulties that arise. That's where genuine growth happens. By enduring through the lows and staying aligned with your vision. Self-discipline and consistency convert intention into results. They turn aspirations into daily practices and small repeated efforts into major accomplishments. When you repeatedly choose to do what's necessary, even when it feels tedious or difficult, you'll find that success isn't as far away as it once seemed. It's built through disciplined, consistent action, one step at a time. Adaptability to change is among the most crucial skills you can develop in today's rapidly shifting world. Change is a constant, whether it arrives expectedly or not, and the ability to welcome it rather than resist it is a powerful sign of strength and maturity. Life is always in motion. Sometimes those changes are subtle, other times they are drastic, but those who are willing to pivot, grow, and maintain an open perspective are usually the ones who flourish. Those who rigidly hold on to the past often find themselves struggling to keep up. Adaptability doesn't mean being passive in the face of change. It means actively engaging with new realities, seeking opportunities within them, and using those transitions as a springboard for development. When we resist change, we generate stress and anxiety because we're fighting a force that is often beyond our control. But when we embrace change, we gain the power to influence our response, and through that, we reclaim a sense of empowerment. This doesn't imply that change is always comfortable or easy. It often brings uncertainty and discomfort. But when we shift our perspective, we can view change as a valuable opportunity to evolve and move forward in new directions. Being adaptable means accepting that plans won't always unfold perfectly, but also having the courage and flexibility to shift your strategy without abandoning your goals. The ability to adapt is more than just tolerance. It's a mindset that sees change as a doorway to new possibilities. People who are adaptable don't merely survive transition. They use it as a platform to improve. They are inquisitive, receptive, and ready to take calculated risks when needed. Often, Adaptability demands stepping beyond familiar routines, letting go of outdated methods and embracing new ways of thinking and doing. It is in these unfamiliar moments that we uncover our potential. Change challenges us to expand, to test our limits, and to discover capabilities we didn't know we had. Adapting to change also involves emotional resilience, the ability to handle the unease and disruption it brings. Many people fear change because it threatens the comfort and security they've become accustomed to. But true adaptability isn't about avoiding difficult emotions. It's about facing them and moving ahead in spite of them. It's recognizing that discomfort is often the gateway to progress, and by navigating through it, we become more grounded and capable. Adaptability also requires a lifelong commitment to learning. As the world evolves, so must we. We must be willing to continually upgrade our skills, broaden our perspectives, and stay engaged with the transformations happening around us. This attitude keeps us ready and able to confront new challenges with confidence. Those who are adaptable understand that learning never stops. There's always a chance to improve, always new knowledge to absorb. The strength of adaptability lies in its ability to unlock unforeseen doors. When you welcome change, you give yourself access to new possibilities, opportunities that would have remained hidden if you stayed stuck in old patterns. Adaptability helps you uncover potential in unpredictable situations, offering the resourcefulness and creativity needed to turn problems into successes. It transforms every shift in life's path into a moment to grow, innovate, and even reinvent yourself. Being adaptable isn't about merely enduring, it's about thriving. It allows you to move through uncertainty with purpose, knowing that whatever happens, you have the tools to adjust, evolve, and advance. The more you cultivate a flexible and open approach to life, the more you'll discover that you're not just able to handle whatever comes, you're able to turn it to your advantage. Life will always bring challenges, obstacles, and changes that will test your strength, resolve, and values. Yet within each challenge lies a powerful opportunity to rise, to transform, and to awaken the untapped strength that already exists within you. Every hardship, no matter how difficult, carries the potential to fortify your spirit if you choose to face it with courage, intention, and a willingness to adapt. Remember, strength isn't something you're simply born with. It's a conscious choice made over and over again. The discipline to remain steady, the willingness to embrace change, and the resilience to keep pushing forward. These are all choices within your control. The decisions you make, the mindset you cultivate, and the actions you commit to each day are what shape your inner strength. Becoming the best version of yourself isn't always straightforward, but it is always worthwhile. View each challenge as a stepping stone. Welcome each change as a new path to explore, and above all, never lose sight of the power you hold to grow, to persevere, and to rise beyond your current limitations. Strength is not merely about holding firm, it's about evolving. And the journey toward becoming truly strong begins with the simple, courageous decision to keep moving forward.